Anyhow, let's get into this.
All right.
I don't even know what event it is. 275 UFC. Thank you. We'll just kick off one prelim. I wanted to bring this up only because he's an Australian. Jake Matthews is fighting. He's had some fights in the UFC.
Oh, yeah, he's been around for a while.
16th fight in 8 years.
Didn't he start when he was like 19 or something?
I don't know. How old would he be, you reckon?
30s.
27.
27.
27.
Yeah, he started when he was really young.
That looks around 17.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not legal. Hang on. When's his birthday? August 9th. So he's just 18. And he was KOing people.
Dude,
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
His first loss was to James Vick. And that was his third UFC fight. That's impressive.
James Vick. Jesus Christ. James Vick used to bet on himself. He used to take his prize purse, and then that didn't end well.
Interesting.
So he kicked off his UFC career against a Tahuna Markart. Jesus, there's some old names.
Out.
2014. So how old's that? 2014. So he only would have been 20.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing well. 20, 19, 20, I don't know, somewhere in there. Anyway, everyone's got to watch your weigh-ins, okay? I'll show you this guy here. You know the guy I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a guy that hangs out at the back of the weigh-ins, right? And he had UFC, YouTube and your bloody ads. I'm not paying for a thing. So that's him there. He is always absolutely coked up to the eyeballs, chewing some gum like it's, I don't know what he's chewing. Look at him. Who is he? If anyone can tell me who that guy is, go to the UFC 272 ceremonial weigh-ins on YouTube. Go to 21 minutes, 36 seconds. There's a guy at the back that's standing next to some guy that looks like a very
from Wish.
Old Rocky Balboa. He's got sunnies on. He's got a red tracksuit on, standing behind Joe Rogan. If anyone can tell me who that guy is, please tell me, because he is the highlight of the weigh-ins.
Yeah, but he's not like, it's not like he just pops up every now and then. He's like consistently at these weigh-ins.
Only on the pay-per-views.
Yeah, only on the pay-per-views.
Only on the pay-per-views. He's so good.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. Anyhow, Jake Matthews against Andrea Fialho.
Yeah, Andre's good.
Can we get some odds straight off the bat? I reckon Andre has got to be the favourite in this one.
Yeah, you're right. $1.66 and Jake Matthews $2.23.
I refuse to pick against the Australian.
Really? This is tough.
This is tough. All right, Jake, Australian, coming off a loss to the undefeated Sean Brady. That was a massive fight.
I love Sean. He's so
good.
So he beat Craig Jones in a grappling match.
Here's something else. Sean Brady is something else. He looks the part as well, doesn't he? Jake was supposed to be fighting. This is okay. I can't work out what happened here, right? He's supposed to be fighting Jeremiah Wells in December last year, and Wells' cornerman got COVID. This is when people actually still cared about COVID.
Yeah.
All right? Now, Wells got better, and he fought, 2 months later, on the Israel Whittaker card.
Yeah.
But he didn't fight against
Wells.
Yeah, so wouldn't that make sense to put another Australian on the Israel Whittaker card to rematch Wells, or not rematch Wells, to actually get that fight happening?
Yeah. Wait, so who did he end up fighting?
Jake didn't end up fighting anyone. He fought Sean Brady, and then he was supposed to be fighting Jeremiah Wells.
Right, okay.
And then Wells. Oh, did he? No, hang on. He fought Sean Brady instead. That's right. Yeah, he fought Sean Brady about 2 months later. Sorry, he beat Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to fight Jeremiah Wells. So why didn't he fight on the Israel Whittaker card?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
But then
weird,
Wells fought.
They could have given him anyone. Like, it's not like he's like a top contender, really. Or
No.
like that, so
I'm just surprised. I thought he should have fought Wells. Anyway, he didn't. He fought Brady, which is a horrible alternative.
Yeah.
And obviously he did get up over Jake. 27 years old, 10-5 in the UFC. He has been around a long time, hasn't he?
How do you reckon he's going to go against Andre?
Andre is a KO machine. He is
come
something
out
else, isn't he?
nowhere, hey. This year...
Is he even ranked?
No, Andre's not ranked. But he's literally just come out of nowhere this year. Like, it's insane. And I feel like not a lot of people talking about him.
He only fought, in May? He only fought recently.
Yeah.
At 74 against Oliveira and Gaethje.
Yeah, and then look how soon before that he fought.
He's the one that's fought 3 times this year.
Yeah.
He's fought this is his 4th fight this year and his 3rd fight in 2 months.
Yeah.
And he lost one of those fights
to
Michel Pereira.
Forever, yeah.
And Pereira, Pierre, how do you say it?
I think in Brazil the P's are actually F's.
So it's Michel Fiera.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You know, the one that does capoeira stuff. Anyway, Michel, he landed over 100 significant strikes and he still backed it up. That was in January. And what's that? 3 months later, he's fighting again and KOs Miguel.
Yeah, and then KOs Cameron, whoever that is.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah. Andre's, he's insane. All these short notice fights.
But this is why I'm picking Jake Matthews. I'll just be off the bat. I'm picking Jake Matthews. First, because he's Australian. Yep. Secondly is, and any Andre fans here, just get off my back. This is just my opinion. I don't need any death threats. All right. Andre comes out. He reminds me of Vitor Belfort.
Okay.
In that sense, right? With Michel Fiera fight, Andre clearly won the first. I thought Andre is going to have this exactly where he wants it. He faded, and he clearly lost the next two. I think I thought it was quite easy to pick that he lost the next two. So what I'm thinking is Jake Matthews, if he can survive the first, because you know Jake on the ground is pretty good.
He's awesome.
Very good. If Jake can just survive the first, I reckon he's a chance. But surviving the first against someone like good Andre is at striking, I reckon that is a tough gig. I think if you can do live betting, which I have done once or twice in my day, if they get through the first, I reckon Jake would almost, unless Jake's copped a decent smack, I reckon Jake's a chance. The longer it goes, the better for Jake.
How good is Jake's chin, though? It's not that great, is it?
Has he been? Hang on, let's have a look. Let's close all these bloody OnlyFans things I've got here. How many? He's had one loss by KO. That was to Kevin Lee. He fought Kevin Lee. Yeah. So he's fought some names.
Yeah, he's been around.
This is when Kevin Lee was good, 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to go into Kevin Lee here.
So Andre connects on 43% of the significant strikes he attempts, and he gets 4.23 significant strikes a minute, while Jake gets 3.
But if you have a look at who...
Like if you get caught with one of those...
Oh, yeah. You're going no-nice. But if you have a look who he's fought... I'm talking of Andre here. He hasn't... Has he fought anyone? Maybe Stefan Sulik is... Has he fought any great grapplers?
Well, that's the thing. That's the... Yeah. It doesn't look like it.
No.
I mean, I don't know a lot of those people because they're from other organisations.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him on the ground, so... Yeah.
That's the thing. One takedown... imagine if Jake gets an early takedown and manages to stay on top and just wears him out.
Yep.
That would be ideal. But one takedown on the way in, if he gets clipped, it's all over like Curtis Blades against Derek Lewis.
Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair.
This will be good. I'm going to still go Jake Matthews. I'll be honest.
That's fair.
Come on, Jakey boy.
I forgot that we make our picks during the podcast. Because I'm so used to doing it just at home now because we haven't.
Oh, jeez, yeah, because you guys haven't. I didn't even print anything off.
It's a hard one to pick.
There's an undercard. You don't have to pick this one. We can do this later.
All right.
I'll give you till Friday night to make these picks. All right, we're into the main card. Something I did find out that I thought was very interesting. There is not one American on the main card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got Glover, Teixeira, you got Brazilian, you got Czech Republic, I believe is Jiri. Shevchenko is from Kyrgyzstan.
Yep.
From memory, Talia Santos, Brazilian. Zhang Weili.
Zhang, yep.
Polish is Jacek. Bontarin, I think he's Brazilian. Is he? I think. Hang on. I'll get this up. I'll find this out.
And then you got Jack Della. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good.
It's going to be pure juice. Hang on, I'm going to close some of these windows. How did I go from 2 windows to 200? Okay, so you've got Bontarin, he's Brazilian. You've got Manuel Cape, who's from Angola. Jack, there's another Australian. And you've got the Russian, Emeev. And there's only 2 fighters. You've got Brandon Allen, you've got Steve Garcia. They are the only 2 Americans on the whole card.
Wow.
It is in Singapore. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, because it's International Fight Week, right? So it's like... Yeah,
they're making a push trying to take over ONE FC. That is just custom, mate. Oh yeah, because it's part of the road to the UFC Singapore. They're doing this thing. I don't know if this is right. I think it's a tournament sort of kind of Ultimate Fighter version in Singapore, where I'm pretty sure One FC is based in Singapore, isn't it? Where's One FC based?
Well, they're in Asia, aren't they?
One FC based. Where are they? Singaporean, yeah. It's in Singapore.
Yeah.
So they're doing this thing called Road to the UFC. There we go. A series top Asian MMA prospects compete in the tournament to win UFC contracts. So it's an ultimate fighter for Asia. That's what it is. So
sorry, I meant China. I said Asia, but I thought they were Chinese. I thought they, for some reason, were in
32
China.
contestants from tournament expected to come from China through the UFC Academy in China, India, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Philippines, and Thailand. Thailand. Okay, so this is 2 5-bout events each day for a total of 10 bouts.
Yeah.
So 5 days. I can't even work that out. Anyway, so that's going on.
Yeah.
That's going on. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it is.
There's no Americans in it. Well, there's only 2, and they're not exactly well known. You got Brandon Allen. He's all right. Steve Garcia. He's not bad. Both undercard.
Brandon Allen, yeah. Taking on Jacob Malkoon, who's Aussie, isn't he?
Jacob is. He is. There's about 6 Aussies on this from memory.
That's awesome.
Very good.
Josh
Kulabal
from
He's good. All right. Straight off the bat, who we got? Jackie Boy.
Oh,
Tell me a bit about Jackie Boy.
Jack Della is a legend.
He's so good.
Local Perth boy.
Scrappy
MMA. Everyone loves Scrappy. Yeah, I mean, he's got a big test in front of him against Ramazan. He's a beast, Ramazan.
He's very good.
One of those Russian types, you know?
Just
those wrestlers.
Was it Greco-Roman wrestling?
Yeah, but in saying that, he's got a loss to Danny Roberts, who, you know, isn't the greatest.
Robbed.
You think? I never saw that fight.
I believe that I'm very confident that he was robbed.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a decent fight, as in close, but
yeah.
it was clearly nothing against Danny Roberts, but that was clearly a touch of a robbery.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, and then he lost against Anthony Rocco Martin, which I don't even.
Rocco Martin, that
was in 2019. I do not remember this fight, but it looks like he defended a lot of this guy's takedowns. So I don't know. He's on a bit of a streak. This is going to be Jack's biggest test so far.
Oh, massive. So he's 2-0 in the UFC. Well, that's including Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah.
That Peter Rodriguez fight, his striking was absolutely delicious.
And, I mean, there's a big reach disadvantage here for Jack as well. So,
what's the reach difference? Who's got it?
So Emeev is 193 centimetres and Jack is 185 centimetres. So
that's some long-ass arms. What's the height difference?
Yeah. Height difference. Weirdly, Ramazan is smaller.
Shorter, about an inch shorter?
Yeah, 1.78 metres compared to Jack, who's 1.8. So just. Jesus.
That must be some long arms. That could be I don't know. Some of these odds. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I say, he's coming over a KO. This is Jack we're talking about. A KO win January. World-class striking. Efficient. He does not waste any strikes, does he?
No.
He is extremely good.
And his cardio is incredible as well.
Do you know he lost his first 2 pro fights?
Yeah, the story's awesome. Lost his first 2 pro fights in, I think, Eternal it would have been, probably. And then his coach said to him, you are not a...
Well, it was Eternal 15. Jeez, that's a while back.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
And the coach said to him, you're not a 2-0 fighter, you're much better than this. And then just fucking bam.
Went
out
on
the
his
gate.
head.
Goes on what? It was like a 9-10 win streak or something ridiculous.
He's on 11.
Well, yeah, 11 now, but like in Eternal, it would have been 9, right? So, yeah, incredible. Love him.
And nothing went to the cards.
The coolest part about his record...
Tell me about the coolest part.
If you go down...
Oh, we'll go down.
His first fight that he lost got KO'd against Alden Bates, right? And then all those years later, go back up to the top before his UFC fight, knocked out Alden Bates, and then got to the UFC. How cool is that?
That is beautiful.
Love it.
Jackie Della.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to win.
I'm going to back Jack in this. I'm incredibly biased.
Oh,
but
God, I'm just backing him.
He's got the better striking by far. It's not even close. So, yeah, it's going to be a barn burner. But
I reckon it'll be good. Be a good way to kick off the main card.
If he can stop the takedowns, he's got this in the bag.
Emeev is so good.
He is.
His wrestling is...
I'd be lying if because the odds... Emeev is $2.31. That's... If you're
Jack is a heavy favourite, is he?
Yeah, 162.
This is almost the reverse of Jake Matthews. in the sense of Jake is the wrestler.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus. I was looking into Emeev, and then I got tangled up in this. I went down this dark rabbit hole with Chris Lee, one of the judges.
Oh, good.
Right. Only because when I watched the fight against Emeev and Danny Roberts, I had a look at the judges' scoring, and Chris Lee's name came up again. Chris Lee gave this 30-27 to Roberts. Now, if anyone can watch rounds 1 or 2 and give them both to Danny Roberts, then you know what you are?
God. Delusional.
You are delusional. So when it started having looking at Chris Lee, I don't know how this guy's a ref. Chris Lee was involved in 8 split decisions in 2020 where he was the opposing judge.
Right, okay.
So 8 decisions in 2020, and he was the one that gave it to the other fighter.
He was always the one that gave it to the other fighter. Wow.
8 in 2020. Okay.
Come on, man.
I saw, and I watched this back. Do you remember when Rafael dos Santos fought Paul Felder?
Yes.
All
Paul
right.
Felder, 5 days notice.
Yeah, anyhow, Rafael dominated, okay? So this is the one that I knew how bad Chris Lee was, okay?
You think he dominated?
I think he did enough each round to win.
Okay.
Fair. I don't think he...
Paul fought well.
Paul fought very well, but I just think the conditioning of... Paul short notice.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anyone giving it to Paul Felder.
That's fair.
Anyway, Derek Cleary and Sal D'Amato, who are all right judges, gave it 50-45, gave every round to RDA, which I would have given 4 out of 5. So still a little bit. Anyway, Chris Lee went the other way. Chris Lee gave it to Felder. 47-48 to Felder. Split decision. Look at that.
How can 3 refs see it so differently?
So these guys, Sal D'Amato, 10, 10, 10. All 10s for RDA, same as Derek Cleary. Chris C gave RDA rounds 1 and 5 and gave Felder 2, 3 and 4.
Like, it was a close fight. I get that. But, like, yeah, the score difference. Oh, that's interesting, hey?
Could it be? I mean, if it happened once, you say maybe it was due to where they were sitting. Because if they're doing work in the corner and you're on the opposite side, you might not be able to see it. But for it to happen that often...
Yeah, this guy's on something, eh?
I'd hate to think that there's any shenanigans about, but Chris Lee should not be ref. I'm just saying. Oh, he's the one that gave Vettori the win over Israel as well. For you know how Vettori a split decision lost to Israel.
He gave Vettori. It wasn't even that close.
The first one,
fight,
yeah. So he gave it to Vettori.
So he is the reason that narrative existed of that fight being close.
He got Vettori the second.
Wow. What a dick.
That wasn't great. Emeev, I just said all his fight. Okay, he. If you have a look at Emeev's, what have I done here? Okay, prior to the UFC, right? So say from there when he fought in M1 and Pro FC,
yep,
global battle, he's finishing everyone here. Submission, KO, everything. He's got to the UFC,
all decisions,
everything, and last 2 have been splits for 1-on-1.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I'm still backing Jack on this one.
I'm backing Jack. Absolutely no question in my mind here. He's very good. He's extremely good.
Yeah.
But I think that due to the fact that he's had 20 wins, this we're talking about Emeev here, 10 and 10, 10 finishes, 10 not. Yeah. But he's got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his last 8 have all gone to the cards.
But do you think those decisions, obviously not being in the UFC and then all of a sudden UFC, all decisions, are because the level is just that much higher than everything?
Way higher.
Because, like, he beat Sam Alvey, but it was a decision. You'd expect him to finish that, you know?
The jury's still out on Sam Alvey. I like Sam.
He's
really
not been
do.
cut yet, hey?
No. I like Sam Alvey. I'm still giving him a chance.
I wonder who he has sucked up to stay in this UFC.
He has done the right thing. He has put his hand up. He'll fight anyone, and he'll lose.
Yeah.
But Sam Alvey, I like Sam Alvey. He was very, very vocal. Not vocal, but he did send us emails and.
Oh, he was great.
He was great,
but then he didn't.
And then I sent him a Grelka shirt, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
They're hard to come by. Look at that record on Sam Alvey.
Makes me feel a bit sick saying that.
That is really
I'll
bad.
never forget that Julian Marquez fight. He got him in that rear naked choke, but like didn't have any hooks in. and I'm pretty sure he just had the one arm. I don't even think he had his other arm connected.
And Sam Melby
literally
tapped.
just had him, like that. It was on tight, don't get me wrong, but I've just never seen that before.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Sam.
Yeah.
52 fights. He's got about 6 kids, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he has like a tribe of children.
Good on him. 4 biological and adopted.
Oh, that's cool.
He's Mrs. McKee. Oh, hello. Anyway, so who are we going? Jesus.
I'm going Jack.
It's 3 o'clock. You're going. I thought we'd wrap this up by 2:30. Yeah, I'll pick up my kids.
Yeah.
Everything's still recording?
Yeah.
That one
is.
is.
Is Mrs. Brad picking up kids?
Hope so.
Otherwise.
I hope so. Or else the kids are going to be there for a while. All right. Who we got up next?
Up next, we've got Manel Cape and Rogero Bontarin.
Is it Cape or Cap?
I've heard people say Cape. I used to say Cape, but I don't know.
I thought it was Cape. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Manel, and Rogerio. Bontarin. Bontarin fights everyone.
Oh, he's great.